In this video, I'm on location to do a Bonnie and Clyde style shoot as I take on another secret portrait challenge. Hello, I'm Gavin Hoey and you're watching Adorama TV, brought to you by Adorama, the camera store that's got everything for us photographers. And today I'm doing another secret portrait challenge. I've got no idea what's going to happen in the next couple of hours. My wife Sam has organised the location, the model, the outfit, the props. Everything has been done in secret and I've got to get some good pictures. The only thing I know is I was told to meet Sam here at the Gatwick Aviation Museum and wait for her arrival. So apparently there's a bit of a theme. It's sort of a Bonnie and Clyde style shoot is the direction I'm heading in. So not only has Sam sorted out the location, the styling, the car, she's also sorted out the models, and I've got two of them. So I've got Brian and Sophie as my Bonnie and Clyde. So I bought a bunch of flash equipment with me because I didn't know what I was going to walk into, but I'm not going to use that straight away because if the best light is the ambient light, use that. And that's going to help me just to figure out the scene a little bit, I hope, because I've no idea I was going to do this morning. So guys, are you ready? I'm glad somebody is. Okay, let's get you ready and sat down. So I reckon first things first, we'll try and get the two of you together. Let's get one of you sat in the driver's seat. Who's driving?
That'll be me.
That'll be you. Okay, marvellous. And Sophie, stroke Bonnie. Yeah, she's gonna go down on the front there before we get that really messed up. And I guess we should move you around a little bit. Actually, Brian, do you want to lose the cigarette from your top pocket there a minute? Because that is right in the way. Okay. So I've got to watch out for the background on this. If the background looks modern, then I've either got to Photoshop it or I've got to fix it some other way. So I'm looking at the background as much as I'm looking at Brian and Sophie. This is more of an acting job than a modelling job almost, isn't it? So you're going to have to kind of not look at me, but imagine you are Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, so slight problem that I'm having is the reflection on the metalwork. It's so clean, it's just shining straight off. So a polarizing filter would have been useful. I don't have one. So let's see if we can fix it with a bit of flash. Let's bring some flash in. So I've got an Xplor 600 with a 70 centimeter softbox, not too big, not too small. Let's see what sort of light I can get out of this. Okay, here we go, a little test. F18. So at half power, which is really where I want to be, I can get F18. So let's see how that looks. Turn the flash off. 250th flash sync speed, F18. No flash. Yeah, that's going to look good. That's nice and dark. That's what we want. Let's add the flash in. Okay, that looks completely different. Oh yeah, okay, compared to the ambient light only, these are epic. Okay, Sophie, can you look up into the light for me? There is modern lights in the background. That is a Photoshop job, unfortunately. Not a lot I can do. Either that or it's a screwdriver and remove it, but we don't really have time for that. I come for a wide shot. Sophie, do you want to point your gun at me? I trust you more than Brian. Okay. You need to point it ever so slightly down. Bend your elbow a little bit. There you go. And wow, okay. This is pretty much on camera light though. We should move this. If you're banging into the light pole, it's probably a good sign that you've got the camera and the flash lined up. That's not necessarily the best place. A bit of drama from a bit of shadow is always a good idea. So moving the light around a little bit will hopefully do that for me. But I have to watch out for shadows being cast by Sophie onto Brian. But with the softbox of that size and that closeness, it actually looks pretty good. Brian, we'll give you the camera because I know you're a genius with vintage cameras. Brian, do you want to take a step backwards that way? That's it. If you're photographing Sophie, stroke Bonnie, you'd be back there slightly. Lovely. So we're doing a Bonnie and Clyde photo shoot, doing a Bonnie and Clyde photo shoot. Okay, so we'll do that again, but maybe we can get Sophie to sat in the car. No, the steering wheel's on that side, isn't it? That's confusing. Who put a steering wheel on that side of the car? That will never catch on. Never going to catch on. So, Sophie, maybe you can be sat just on the edge.
Yep.
So for this distance of flash, I've got to run this at full power. I've also got to watch where Sophie's head is, because if she's inside of the car, then I get nothing but shadow. So Sophie, can you just sort of stick your head out a bit? There you go. And Brian, do you want to back up a little bit? I'm going to tell you where, because you're going to stand in front of a sign for me. A little closer, a little closer. There you go. And you're in. We haven't done any smoke. We should definitely do some smoke. Inside the smoke machine is the smoke I would normally use in the studio, which is a really fine, not particularly dense smoke. On location, I've switched it to a much thicker smoke, but I've got to run that through the smoke machine to get it to come out. So the first minute or so of normal smoke is not that good. So back there is an Xplor 400, so the less powerful 400 is more than up to the job of backlighting the smoke a bit. Here we go. Okay, Sophie, do you want to just run in behind him at the door? So you're going to put your head through the window. Brilliant. I should probably mention that gun laws in the UK are really strict, so these probably aren't the right guns, but even replicas like these require a license, and we've got somebody on site overseeing their use. So really quick tip, if you're shooting in breezy conditions on location with a softbox or an umbrella as your light modifier, two things you can do to make life a little bit more safe. The first one is sandbag the bottom so it doesn't fall over quite so easily. And the next one is don't over tighten your light stand. You want to have a little bit of movement, so if the breeze gets really strong, it can rotate this without making it tip over. The number of times that saved me is, well, quite remarkable. Just gives you that extra second or two before it finally tips. Okay, Brian, turn and look towards the light for me. Give me a look of what the hell's going on. So here's the plan. You're going to come chanting in, firing away. Brian's going to get in the front, Sophie's going to get in the back. The police all up in this little light up here. Okay, I'm ready when you are. In you come. Any of you in the car yet? So this is good. Brian, just take the gun down slightly. If I point that at Sophie, would that help? No, apparently it doesn't help at all. Just going to move that around a touch. Okay. That's good. Okay, so Sophie, let him have it. Brian, you're driving. Watch where you're going. Sophie's going to be shooting. I'm just going to switch to aperture priority mode. Get these without flash. That'll do. Okay, we'll call that a wrap. Woohoo! Well, that brings me to the end of the Secret Portrait Challenge, and this was a great challenge. Sam did a superb job of bringing the styling, the props, the models, everything together, even the weather held. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a comment below. Click on the bell icon for regular notifications of all our new videos right here on Adorama TV, and of course, click on that subscribe button. I'm Gavin Hoey. Thanks for watching.